with his drive ability.
Karis LeVert last year averaged 18.7 points per game. Shot 36% from downtown. Pritchard coming in the ball game for the Boston Celtics, the rookie out of Oregon, played 4 years there. They get the ball to Tatum, who's back in as well. Grant Williams with a little ball fake. Jeff Green, good defense on him, out to Pritchard, a shooter, and he drills his first three.
This young rookie is tough, competitive, and certainly not shy to let it fly from three.
He has usurped Carson Edwards in the rotation. Allen stuffs it home in traffic.
I love this young man's ceiling. Now, we've seen him be a fearless shot blocker, rim runner, screen setter. You've got two good ones at the center spot in DeAndre Jordan and Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, when you combine their stats at the end of the day, the box score is going to look pretty impressive at the end of the game. Tristan Thompson told me that he wanted to remind everybody who the hardest working big man in basketball is.
Celtics doing a tremendous job getting second chance opportunities. They are north of 7 offensive rebounds. So Jarrett Allen, second chance opportunity. Offensive rebounding, perhaps making a comeback. And this time, Thompson follows the guy he passed it to and gets the easy putback.
Jeff Green from the corner and rebounded by Tatum. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening 12 minutes. Jason Tatum coming off that 30-point game a couple of nights ago in that win against Milwaukee. Dishing to Williams. Thompson battling underneath, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Thompson working those offensive boards.
And his arrival signals something for Grant Williams, who's the guy who missed the three that he just offensive boards it. Grant Williams, for the Celtics to reach their potential, Grant Williams has got to be solid at the 4 position. Really smart defensive player, better shooter than he showed early last year, and a nice find. Teague misses a chippy.
Thompson there for the rebound, but a whistle, and there's going to be a foul on the play. As part of our ongoing commitment to racial and social justice, folks, the NBA family has launched the first ever NBA Foundation to invest in community organizations driving economic empowerment in the black community. To learn more about the foundation and the inaugural grant recipients, visit NBAFoundation.com. A wonderful initiative by the league, following through on what movement started this past summer. Taurean Prince at the free throw line. That foul was against Tristan Thompson, his second in the game. Prince, one of those great role players which made Brooklyn one of the best stories last year in the Eastern Conference doors. Taurean Prince coming off the bench.
Oh, he's a hard-playing, smart shot taker. He's going to play within himself, Mark Jones.
Tatum all the way to the basket, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Thompson, his third already here in the first quarter.
Well, that's big because as you see Jason Tatum again coming off the screen and roll. He is shielding Jarrett Allen with his left hand, but I don't like the call at all. And he's just saying, hey, I'm putting my left hand up as a target to the driver. That's a tough call to have to go against you, especially if that's your number 3.
Brad Stevens eschewing using his challenge. Good defense out of bounds. It'll be Boston basketball with 1:02 to go here. Shemi Ojeleye will check into the ball game for the Celtics. He'll come in for Thompson.
And Mark, I just want to make note of something we saw a couple of minutes ago on our monitors. Spencer Dinwiddie has come back onto the floor after departing. We're still trying to get some word from the Brooklyn Nets. If, in fact, that replay we showed you had any impact on his shoulder or arm.
That was a quick shift that he had before coming out. 3-point lead for Brooklyn. The Nets 35-37 a season ago. Coming off an opening night win, an impressive one against Golden State. Prince fouling Ojeleye. And that's going to put Ojeleye on the free throw line. Ojeleye had some good moments in that opener against the Milwaukee Bucks, in which the Celtics led for most of that game. Ojale out of Duke, played 2 years there, played prior to that at SMU. A guy whose workouts in the weight room are of Celtic lore here. Usually when the guys are having meetings in the locker room next door in the weight room, you can hear him throwing around the heavy kettlebells and iron door. Doris, I don't mess around with the big ones. I work with the little ones. When he drops his weights, you feel it throughout the building.
Perhaps 1 in 1/6 a decade should not be comparing oneself to a man in a...
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. It's not fair. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Karis LeVert. Little ISO against Williams. That's a mismatch.
Wow.
And he converts.
You see what I mean about his drive ability, though? That happens lightning quick. That cross was fast, Mark Jones.
The cousin of Eddie LeVert from the famed group, the OJs, back in the day. Karis LeVert with the famous lineage behind the microphone in terms of musicians and artists. There he is. Told me that his favorite song was Backstabbers by his cousin, pardon me. OJ's on your playlist. That's our demographic.
Oh,
Doris.
heck yes. But I will not hurt our audience by singing.
Ojale knocks down the foul shot. Of course, Used to Be My Girl was another favorite by the OJs.
Now, you could give me a bar or two of that.
Yeah. I'm not that brave. Not even on Christmas. Give the People What They Want, another one of their famous hits. And LeVert giving the people what they want. If you're a Brooklyn fan so far.
Just getting word from Aaron Harris, PR for the Brooklyn Nets. Spencer available to play. Back on the bench. It was his left shoulder, but apparently fine and ready to go.
Good news for Brooklyn. About a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Smart on Kyrie Irving, and now they switch it. Irving against Williams. KD. Nice little two-man game between those two, and Uncle Jeff Green flush it at home. The veteran who used to play here in Boston with an emphatic follow, continuing his strong play so far for Brooklyn. This presentation of NBA Christmas Day, presented by State Farm, will continue, folks, after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Boy, two titans in Celtics lore. The passing of Tommy Heinsohn recently, and now Casey Jones.
Joe Harris.
He goes to the bench. Casey's coach. He says, Larry just says, get me the ball and get out of the way. And Casey says, sit down, Larry. And he says, now listen, guys, get the ball to Larry and get the heck out of the way. That's intelligence and touch by the great Casey Jones.
True champion. 12-time champ, Casey Jones. A little over 9 minutes to go. Dinwiddie back on the court after being shaken up a moment ago. Brown with a soft touch. Man, Doris, was he efficient in that game against Milwaukee? 33 in all.
Well, remember, the two preseason games were a real struggle. As Kevin Durant cooking early here.
Pre-existing relationship with Kyrie Irving that he was telling us about a little bit earlier. Kyrie might not have called bank, but he knows the rims here. Kyrie picked his brain about basketball, so it gave Nash a nice head start on the job here. Cross court to Marcus Smart. Side pocket three is pure. And Tatum up court. Just 22 years old. First time Eastern Conference All-Star a season ago. Smart inside for Jaylen Brown. In traffic with a nice finish. Throwing around nickels like manhole covers, huh? Marcus Smart throws into three from deep.
And there's Kemba Walker.
30 points a game, actually, in 9 Christmas Day